What's up, fellow traders? I had to come at you one more time because this news just coming out. It's just amazing. Going off the same thing I just went off about. Here's another article released an hour ago. The Obama administration will soon announce it is reworking its struggling mortgage relief program and prodding lenders to slash the total amount borrowers owe. So we're back to what they were talking about a year ago, is they want to, if you owe $600,000 on your house, but your house is only worth $300,000, they want these investors, these banks, to slash what the borrowers owe. Which, then that's when the big tumble starts, obviously, because then everything adjusts on their balance sheet. This is what they're trying to avoid. The administration has been studying ways to encourage investors to cut borrowers' mortgage balances. Amazing. We're still a couple of weeks away from such an announcement. Wow. Maybe that's why the market's pulling back heavy last week. It says these are the second loans on the mortgages. The loans are an obstacle to alleviating the housing crisis because the piggyback lenders, which the people that give them their equity loans, they fear they won't be repaid and they can veto the borrower's efforts to modify the primary mortgage. So here we are again in like a pyramid type deal. This guy wants to make sure he gets paid. If they're slashing the main price of the house, then why would he get paid for this big equity line of credit or loan that they gave these people? Okay. The Obama administration is offering piggyback lenders incentives to lower payments on second mortgages, but no one signed up until Tuesday when Bank of America became the first to do so. Amazing article here titled Obama Administration Readies Loan Program Changes. Here it comes, man. This is why the banks, remember, where the market peaked, then pulled back, and we kind of peaked again right after Christmas on that low volume, but the banks, everything kept selling off. Remember, we're always the last to know what's going on here. I love this at the end of this article. Unless you modify principal, there is absolutely no hope of restructuring mortgages on a mass scale to keep people in their homes. So they're saying these principals have to be slashed. They're saying that, they'll never get up to where they were. I mean, my house in California is down 55% right now, It's amazing. It's going to take 20 years, 30 years to get back up to those prices. So unless you modify principal, there is absolutely no hope of restructuring mortgages on a mass scale to keep people in their homes. This is from Daniel Alpert, Managing Director of New York Investment Bank. Eventually, this is how he ends it, eventually their hands will be forced. God, this is powerful. I mean, for someone like me that's been added to my short position, playing with, obviously the market, we can't read it. How I've been saying, I'm going with just true, real integrity, honesty. That seems like the world has somehow lost. Eventually their hand will be forced, and that means the banks will have to show the massive write-downs, which what Bruce Marks said in the previous article I talked about, they'll be insolvent. This is pretty hairy. It's not that I'm betting against people in America, but that is my trade, and this is what I've been waiting to come clear, and this is great. Remember how everything has to reset for us to prosper, you know, everything, companies, PEs, mortgages, you know, us individual, our assets. If you're barely hanging on to boats and cars and homes, you need to lose them, because that's not a way to live. It's, you know, those days are done. Definitely done. There's so much to rattle on about, you know, all these home equity loans they're talking about. No one will be able to get home equity loans like that. You know, those days are done too. So this huge growth of people at Home Depot and Best Buy and just buying cars and swimming pools and big screens. I mean, only people that are really making the money now are going to be getting those things. Yeah, I just had to come at you one more time. I know I'm rattling on, but this is a big, you know, turning point here, especially with the news. I don't know if announcing they're going to slash everybody's principals, because what about people like me and you that are still paying, that haven't missed a payment, that are, you know, holding, you know, up to our obligations we made and to our commitments. You know, like I like to say this a lot, you know, this definitely is no movie. This is real life. And you can't just press rewind. Good luck.